What happened to the loud growls? We're doing an unboxing, come on. We're gonna put you into the fan. Do you want to go into the Penis Chopper 4000? The Penis Chopper 4000 is very nice. It makes go. Okay. Good girl. You gonna watch me unbox things? You'd like it when I unbox things. You're an unboxy baby boopers. All right, here, look at the anime waifus. I might upgrade that to a 75 and take that 65, which is a nice TV, and put it into the sunroom. I haven't decided. You could always use more waifu, but I could also use it better than a 43-inch television. So, I'm gonna shove here. Microphones have to go down the basement for review. Obviously, they've been here for like a day and a half. Special things. Let's see what I can get through. It's 2047, probably started in 2046, which is better than 2049. That's a release. Save this resealable bag for returns. Oh. See, that's interesting. I like how Amazon tries, at least with that shit. That. And, oh, my subscribe and save order, which is bags. Chewbacca screams. It's great. I mean, I would return it. I have a million bags, so it doesn't matter. What? Okay, so I'm currently streaming with my GoPro. I'm currently recording with my GoPro. When I stream, though, I have a battery pack in my pocket. So I don't run a battery in the camera. I just run a battery in my pocket. Keeps the camera lighter, lasts all day. If you keep a battery in the camera and a battery pack, it tries to charge the battery. It kills the battery way faster. So the problem is the wire that's going from the GoPro down to my pocket is the same wire I've been using for like, well back into my old apartment. Probably over a year, maybe more than that. Even when I was using the HDMI, I was probably using something similar to this. But it gets kinked and it gets crimped because it's in a thing. So I was having random disconnects. So I bought 2 different types of USB cable that were very highly rated, that are all better suited for the job than the one that I've got on it currently. What's the brand of the one I have on it currently? It says it on, hold on, it says it on the wire. Currently, this is a, hold still, look at my Rick and Morty, and iRange-E. iRange-E, which is, that's not even a brand. And it's, you know, it's nice, it's fabric, it's a little stiff, it's definitely been abused. It's fraying along the edges. It's been caught on so many things as I walk through. So I'm like, all right, I need specifically, I'll take one of each out. USB-C to regular USB for a power brick, but I'm gonna go with a right angle head because it comes out of the camera this way and then goes back. So a right angle head will probably be better, probably. It'll stick out less for sure. I'm actually gonna need this Velcro tie because I need to tie it off. It's just either all slightly too long. So this one, which one was this one? You were the EXVT Type-C cable 2-pack, 6 foot plus 6 foot. These are both cheap, under 10 bucks for both sets of 2, but super highly rated. So we've got a very similar stiffness. No, you know what? Everything's more flexible than the one I'm currently using. Nice connector, aluminum, no branding. It's a bit jank, but you know, that'll straighten out. And then the end is a very short right angle, so it doesn't stick out past this. This one, I know, sticks out past it a little bit farther. So it's a nice cable. I'll give this a shot. Nice and thick. Hopefully that works. The other one here. You clicking? She clicks now. She's got joint issues. I've been trying to give her supplements, but they're pills, and she knows when I put them in her food. Why would you use a Velcro tie and then a zip tie, a wire tie? I don't understand. Your water dish should be good. You should be good to go. I cleaned her litter box. When cats meow, it's like, what the hell are you up? Oh, it's high elf archer. So this one is a much rougher fabric. I don't like the way this fabric feels as much. It's definitely stiff. And here's another thing. I could always use this anywhere I want. I've actually wrapped the end with plastic to protect it. I don't know why. It's in a bag. It's not going to get damaged too badly. Nice strain relief. One of these had amazing strain relief. This is the one with the amazing strain relief. Look at that. That is some, actually it's strain relief up and down, but not back and forth, which is what it would be on the camera. And it's a little bit thicker than that one, but it's definitely a rougher texture. This one might be a little bit longer too. This might be 6.6 feet. But you can see the tips. It extends a little bit further forward. It's not really going to be a super deal breaker or anything. This is a bit bulkier than this, but they both... No, actually, this one's going to stick in a little bit further. This one's going to stick out a bit further. Hi. We're testing wires now. Oh yeah, this other one is at least 8 inches longer, which is not as good because I want it short. Because if I make it, there's a certain level where it's like too short or too long. So I'm going to try all these out. It was so cheap, just buy them. Because even if I don't like them, even if I break them, just buy another one. Or just use the other one. What's in here? Oh, it's a gift. Ooh, a welcome gift. All subs receive a $30 Amazon gift card. You gotta write reviews. I don't do that shit. If anyone does that, you know, let me know how that works out for you. Shabak, we're opening things. You want to be opening things? Okay. We have got, shooting hearing protection. So there's groundhogs on my property, and the only answer for removing them is not poison or traps, because there's so many and I have so much property, is basically just start shooting them. They'll figure out that they're not going to live here and they'll run away. So hopefully I only have to shoot a dozen or so before they figure that shit out. Because they are literally going to destroy my property. They're the poop mound, aka the septic mound. They're living in it. There's 3 or 4 giant holes. I could stick my head down there. And anyone who knows anything about groundhogs is like, oh no, you got to get rid of them. They're just done. They're devils. So I pulled out my 22, my little Mark IV Ruger, cute little gun, heavy bastard. And I've never fired it without hearing protection. And I walk out the back deck and I know there's nothing behind it and clear to shoot. And it's like, bing! And I feel like fucking Archer when it goes, mop, mop. And the reason I didn't have my hearing protection is because I was using those. I have one good pair of hearing protection, or actually 2. One of them's, I think, locked in a case somewhere. The other one I had available, but I brought it to the garage because I was weed whacking and I wanted for the weed whacker. So, after shooting twice, because I thought the first one wasn't loud enough, I decided to run to Amazon and buy 2 reasonably priced flat. I don't like the fucking super big hearing protection. I'm never into that. I find the small ones do pretty much as good a job as you need, especially if you're going like shooting at a range. You're going to usually wear in-ears and then these. And then I got super fucking lucky because I not only found a cheap set of relatively flat ones, I found them with the gel pads already. I unboxed these a while back and put these on my current pair of pads. And these are so much more comfortable and seal so much better. Look at them, look how soft this is. Like, these are amazingly soft. So I found cheap sets of the right dimensions and they're both gels by default. I don't have to change them out because I would have changed them out. If I couldn't find them with gels, I didn't even know I was even looking for them. I didn't think that was a possibility. So yeah, these are the Pro Here Machete. CEEN 352 and C371. There's no left and right on these, so I guess you just pick. Oh yeah, oh yeah, shoot all the groundhogs all day. And I got 2 pairs because after that little realization about how loud a 22 is outside, wasn't even inside. You know, I keep some firearms around the house for protection, you know, crazy people running around want to steal my waifus. And if I ever had to shoot something that wasn't a 22, I'll never be able to work again. So now I'm going to keep an extra set, you know, around the other spots of my house that I might need to use a gun in an emergency. I'm just going to take the time. And that's always the thing when you're in the gun chats. It's like, if you're keeping a gun on your nightstand, you keep electronic ones. These are not the electronic ones. I have electronic ones. In fact, I'll probably change these out for the ones in the garage because those are electronic, where you could actually still hear through them. But when your gunshot goes off, it mutes and everything's quiet. So I'd probably end up using these for like my weed whacking lawn mowing. Oh, they're so fucking... I've never said this is so fucking comfortable. The gel is so cold and it just envelops your ears. So yeah, no. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you hear something, you put on your hearing protection first and then you pick up your gun. Or you will literally be deaf the rest of your life. No one wants that shit. Nobody. So yeah, that's excellent. Those are excellent value. They're the right shape and they have the pads. think they were $32 each. $29.99 instead of $17 or something. Fucking worth it. 100% worth it. Get those. Get those. Keep them everywhere. Keep, say you're using them for yard work or something. I don't care. Well, this box is relatively fucking heavy. I think this is the only thing in here. I usually keep that stuff because it's great. This is $175 in speaker wire, and I just realized I have an agreement with like Monoprice. I haven't sent me anything in a while, but they probably would have sent me a box of wire. This is 14.2, so 14 gauge. So 14 gauge, 2 conductor, just red and copper. Oh, it tears beautifully, which it could be either good or bad. I don't know if I'm sold on that yet. Did that cut the actual wire? Plenum, oxygen-free copper. I stripped it a bit. All right, I'll just cut that off anyway. But green market, lead-free, complies with restrictions of hazardous substances. This was 500 feet for $175. That is not cheap. That is not cheap, even in the fucking slightest. But I have lots of plans for speakers around the house, more than I currently have. Hopefully it's a nice, easy to pull box. Ooh, I just got a copper splinter in my hand. That's fun. That's what you get for cutting it with a knife, Z, and not getting a wire strippers. So yeah, no, I was doing good until that end. But yeah, no, this is 14 gauge, which this seems awfully thin for 14. I'm gonna have to double check the gauge on this. I mean, it might be 14. For the price I paid, I want to make fucking sure. Yeah, 14 gauge. You know what it is? I'm used to the really thick, the mic speaker cables are 14 gauge, but they're really thick, soft rubber, and these are just like, I don't give a fuck. These are, I don't give a fuck. A little bit bigger than 16. The farther you go, the thicker the gauge you need. So like if you're setting up a home theater and you're going from your home theater receiver to your big tower speakers in front and you're going this far, you could use 20 gauge wire and it really wouldn't matter. But if you're going to like little rinky-dink, super inefficient rear speakers, 45, 50 feet back, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just did something guilty or guilty look. You got to use thicker wire. People don't realize that. People think they're just going to go thinner and cheaper. Cheap wire for the back. More resistance, harder to drive, speakers. You literally need 12 gauge wire, which at a longer length costs you a fucking fortune. So nobody does it except for the people who are idiots like me. Hey, what are you doing? What are we doing? I don't like when you start skulking around. You pooped on the carpet the other day. A carpet attached to the floor. Not one I could pick up and wash like normal. So I gotta eyeball her. Like usually she'll go on a mat like over there. For whatever reason. She's old. I'm not gonna yell at her. But she went on a carpet that I had to scrub a carpet. Bad kitty. Anyway, yeah, the farther you go, the thicker the wire gauge you need. If you're doing outdoor speakers, you need thicker. I should actually probably have bought 12. But fuck it. So the first project I'm going to use this for, put your shirt down, is I bought those Polk onboard monitor 3s, and the 4 pillars out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, are going to have wires run up in the veranda roof to this closet. So like one run's going to be that 10 feet from that post to there, then 15 feet, that post to there, then 23 feet, that 24 feet, that post to there, and then probably a 30-foot run. It's all going to be, there's going to be amplifiers. I don't think I've ever opened this in a review before. There's no light, but this roof, the ceiling of this closet goes high enough that it's definitely above where that is. So I'm going to be able to pop a hole and do a weird snake run. And then amplifiers, and we'll sit here, and I got to figure out a way, you've never seen this closet, have you? To get an Alexa outside, because I want to be able to just sit out there, and the more speakers, the quieter you can play them. When you put 1 speaker, you got to blast it. You put 2 speakers, it's quieter, but 4 speakers is even quieter. If I wanted to go nuts, I could put speakers on the very edges of the veranda and have it just be super quiet, but I haven't done that yet. I could always add 2 more. I probably won't. Anyway, so that's what I spent $175 fucking dollars. Like when I have to spend money on like speaker equipment, it kind of blows my mind a bit because I just don't do that. That's not part of my job description anymore. Usually shit just shows up. So it kind of feels, I feel like a weird sense of pride, like, oh shit, I get to do a thing like a normal person. I have to buy plenum cable to run it out. I'm going to buy my own amplifiers. And so it's interesting. It's interesting to have to deal with this shit. But yeah, I'd never heard of this brand, but they have super good ratings and I don't hate the packaging so far. And it is nice and flexible. Usually the shit is stiff as fuck. Anyway, enough of this gun muffs and that. Well past our time limit. It's like a 15, 16 minute video. Oh, I hope I actually need these clear bags because I'm pretty sure I don't use them. Yeah, I still have one roll. I have one roll of clear, and these are the rolls of the small ones. So I think these are every 5 or 6 months, which I should actually cancel that now. Oh God. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow night.